The Earth is alive, just like the human body. It has many different systems in it, similar to how the human body has systems like the digestive and muscular systems. Earthquakes, volcanoes, and different kinds of weather show us that the Earth grows and changes over time, just like we do. The study of geology, or earth science, helps us understand how our planet works and evolves. The Earth is made up of several layers, each with its own unique features. The outer layer, where we live, is called the crust. It's like the skin of the Earth, thin and solid. Below the crust is the mantle, which is much thicker and made of rock which can flow very slowly. Deeper still is the outer core, which is liquid metal, and at the very center is the inner core, a solid ball of metal. These layers work together to keep the Earth functioning. But just as our bodies can have sudden movements or changes, so too can the Earth. For example, earthquakes are an intense shaking of the Earth's surface. The Earth's crust is made up of huge plates which move around very slowly on the mantle. These plates get stuck, pressure builds up, and when they finally move, the energy they release causes the ground to shake. This movement of the Earth's plates not only causes earthquakes, but also plays a role in the formation of volcanoes. When it's moved, they can create spaces where magma from the mantle can rise up to the surface. When magma reaches the surface, it erupts as lava, forming a volcano. Volcanoes are a clear sign that the Earth is not just a static rock, but a dynamic living planet with processes happening deep within it. Volcanoes, earthquakes, and plate tectonics are all part of Earth's life and evolution. Geologists believe that at first the Earth was a hot ball. With years it cooled and thrust. Water appeared and eventually life began to develop. Paleontology, the study of fossils, helps us understand Earth's history by providing a glimpse into the lives of plants and animals which lived long ago. By studying fossils, scientists can learn about the different types of creatures that once, how they looked, and how they lived. Meanwhile, the study of rocks, minerals, gems, and diamonds reveals the treasures hidden within Earth's crust. Rocks are the building blocks of the Earth's crust and come in many different shapes, sizes, and colors. Some rocks are made from cooled magma, while others are formed from layers of sand and mud. Some rocks have changed from one type to another due to heat and pressure. Inside rocks, we can find minerals which are natural substances, each with a specific structure. Some minerals are very valuable, like gems and diamonds. Gems and diamonds are beautiful and often used in jewelry. Diamonds are extra hard in our oils. Fossils, rocks, and minerals are the Earth's way of preserving its history. Made up of three main layers: crust, core, interact with each other to processes that shape our world. The Earth's crust is the outermost layer of our planet, like the shell of an egg. It is consist of the three layers. There are two main types of crust: continental and oceanic. The continents, or landmass. It is thicker and less dense than oceanic crust. This crust is mainly made of granite, a rock that is light-colored and rich in minerals like quartz. The continental crust can be 70 and is often much in oceanic crust. It is than continental. The oceanic crust is mostly basalt, a dark-colored rock rich in iron and magnesium. It is typically around 5 to 10 kilometers thick and is younger than continental crust because it is constantly being formed and destroyed at mid-ocean ridges and subduction zones. Beneath the crust lies the mantle, a layer that extends much deep earth and connects. The mantle properties influence the surface features we see, such as mountains and earthquakes. It extends from about 5 to 2,900 kilometers below the surface. The mantle is made up of rocks which are mostly silicates, including minerals like olivine, garnet, and pyroxene. It also contains magnetite and other iron, aluminum, and potassium. The mantle is divided into several layers: the upper mantle, the transition zone, and the upper mantle includes the lithosphere, which is and firm, and the asthenosphere, which is softly melted. Between the upper and lower mantle lies the transition zone, a region where the mantle undergoes significant changes in mineral composition and density. This zone extends from about 410 to 660 kilometers below the surface. Below the transition is the D double prime zone, a complex and less understood part of the This region, extends 660 to 2,900 kilometers deep, is characterized in temperature and pressure which influence mantle convection of tectonic plates. Below the mantle is the first layer of Earth, where extreme heat and pressure give a different set of conditions and materials that influence the planet field. The core is the innermost layer of Earth and is composed of iron and nickel, divided into two parts, the outer core and the inner core. The outer core is liquid and lies below the mantle. It is about 2,900 to 5,150 kilometers deep. The movement of the liquid iron and nickel in the outer core creates Earth's magnetic field. The inner core is solid and is located at the very center of the Earth, about 5,150 to 6,350 kilometers deep. Despite the extreme temperatures, the inner core remains solid due to the immense pressure. Together, these three layers, the crust, mantle, and core, form the structure of our planet and shape the Earth as we know it. Life on Earth would be impossible without the atmosphere. The atmosphere is like a blanket Earth, protecting us from dangerous rays from the sun and from the cold of outer space. It contains water vapor which forms the clouds that bring rain. It also contains the air that we breathe, which is made up of the gases oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. Earth's atmosphere is divided into several layers: atmosphere, stratosphere, sphere, thermosphere, and the exosphere. The troposphere reaches kilometers above. Most weather occurs. The stratosphere extends to 50 kilometers up. Airplanes fly here to avoid the winds and weather lower down. Within the stratosphere, there is a thin layer of the gas ozone. Ozone absorbs powerful rays from the sun and is crucial for our survival. However, pollution and the use of chemicals are very much damaging the Earth. By the way, please subscribe to this channel for more videos about space and science. The mesosphere extends from 50 kilometers. Most meteors burn up in this layer, causing shooting stars. The thermosphere is 80 to 400 meters and doesn't contain much air. This is the final layer with almost no air at all. Satellites orbit the Earth in the exosphere. The Earth is over 4 billion years old and is constantly changing. One example of a process going on with Earth are earthquakes. Earthquakes are mainly caused by movement in the Earth's outer layer called the crust. The crust is thought to be made up of solid rock pieces known as tectonic plates, which are always moving. Some plates move apart from one another, some slide past each other, and some dive beneath other plates. Most earthquakes occur at plate boundaries. The plates are always slowly moving, but sometimes they get stuck at their edges due to friction. Pressure builds up. When the pressure on the edge of the plate becomes greater than the friction, there is an earthquake. This releases energy in the form of waves which travel through the Earth's crust and cause the shaking that we feel. Earthquakes are very common. They happen all the time. Most are too small to notice, but some can cause significant destruction. The point where the earthquake occurs is called the epicenter. In powerful earthquakes, the shaking can be felt thousands of miles from the epicenter. Earthquakes which occur along plate boundaries in the ocean can cause tsunamis. Tsunamis are huge waves which can cause great destruction when they reach land. The most active earthquake zone is the Ring of Fire, which circles the Pacific Ocean. This includes the western coast of North America and parts of Asia. Scientists use seismographs to study earthquakes. They record waves produced during a quake. The strength of an earthquake can be measured in different ways. The most common is the Richter scale and measures the energy released by an earthquake. The Mercalli scale calculates the damage caused. The movement of tectonic plates also helps to explain continental drift, the movement of the continents. Continental drift leads to the formation and breakup of continents. A supercontinent called began breaking up 170 mil. As Pangaea split, gradually drifted to form the continents and landmasses we know today. A volcano is an opening in the Earth's surface where hot melted rock from the Earth come out. During a volcanic eruption, hot melted rock called magma escapes through a vent or opening in Earth. This material can either flow slowly out of a crack in the ground or burst suddenly into the air. When magma reaches the surface, it is called lava. As the lava cools, it hardens into rock. Although volcanic eruption can cause a lot of damage, they also help create new landforms. There are currently over 1,500 active world. Earth's crust is made of large that move slowly. They are called are found along the edge meet. Some volcanoes are formed apart, with molten rock between them. By the way, please like and subscribe for more videos about the Earth. Volcanic eruptions create new landforms. For example, the island of Iceland formed when volcanic eruptions along the mid-Atlantic ridge piled up lava and ash over a long period of time. The two most common types of landforms made by volcanoes are stratovolcanoes and shield volcanoes. Stratovolcanoes are cone-shaped mountains with steep sides and a wide base. They are made up of layers of hardened lava and ash from many eruptions over millions of years. Mount Fuji in Japan is a stratovolcano. Shield volcanoes, on the other hand, are dome-shaped mountains created by flowing lava. They are not as steep as stratovolcanoes but can be very large. Some shield volcanoes erupt under the sea and grow tall enough to form islands like the volcanoes in Hawaii. Volcanoes also have some benefits. The ash from volcanoes, known as andesol, is good for farming because it makes the soil rich. Additionally, the heat released by volcanoes, known as geothermal energy, is a source of power that is used in many countries to heat homes and produce electricity. Paleontology is a study of ancient life on Earth through fossils. Fossils are the preserved remains or traces of living things from the past. They are important for understanding the history of the Earth. By studying where fossils are found in different rock layers, scientists can figure out the order of events that have shaped the evolution of our planet. This includes things like the movement of continents, changes in sea levels, and the effects of big events like asteroid impacts and volcanic eruptions. Fossils can be dinosaur bones, the imprints of leaves, or even the footprints of ancient animals. These remains are usually found in layers of rock that have built up over millions of years. As layers of sand, mud, and other materials pile up, they trap and preserve the remains of plants and animals. The process of fossil formation needs special conditions. When a plant or animal dies, its remains need to quickly in order to keep it from being eaten by other animals or broken down by the weather. This usually happens in places where sand or mud is being deposited, like riverbeds, lakes, or ocean floors. Over time, more layers build up on top, and the pressure turns these layers into rock. The remains inside may slowly change into stone as minerals replace the original material. This is how most fossils are formed. In some cases, the remains of an organism may completely break down, leaving an empty space in the rock in the shape of the organism. If this space later fills with minerals, it creates a cast fossil, which is like a copy of the original organism. Fossils can also form in other ways, like when small animals or insects get trapped in tree resin, which hardens into amber and preserves them. The most famous examples of fossils are dinosaur bones. These animals have fascinated people for over 100 years. Dinosaurs lived during the Mesozoic era, which lasted from about 250 to 65 million years ago. Their fossils have been found all over the world, showing a wide variety of species. Studying dinosaur fossils has taught us a lot about the biology, behavior, and extinction of these ancient creatures. Fossils are fascinating. Please subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching. In 1608, Hans Lippershey, a Dutchman, created one of the first tools for making distant objects appear closer using a lens. This was the first documented account of the telescope, and his invention was quickly copied by others, including Englishman Thomas Harriot and Italian astronomer Galileo Galilei. By 1609, they were already using telescopes to study the skies, leading to important discoveries about the sun, moon, and planets. Galileo made detailed drawings of the moon using his homemade telescope. Drawings showed that the moon's surface had mountains, craters, and valleys, proving it was not as smooth as many thought. William Herschel, a skilled maker of mirrors, used his designs to discover the distant planet Uranus in 1781. In the 1600s, some astronomers built very long telescopes, like Johannes Hevelius's 45-meter telescope. These helped reduce color distortion but were hard to use because of their size. Later, astronomers added mirrors to telescopes to make them smaller but more powerful, such as Isaac Newton's reflector telescope. Even with better telescopes, ground-based observations has its limits. Earth's atmosphere distorts light and blocks ultraviolet and X-ray signals, making it hard to see certain things from the ground. To fix these problems, US astrophysicist Lyman Spitzer suggested sending telescopes into space in 1946. This idea was achieved in the 1960s when NASA launched 4 orbiting astronomical observatories. These satellites, equipped with special instruments, made important discoveries such as finding new pulsars. In 1990, NASA launched the Hubble Space Telescope, a groundbreaking tool that orbits above Earth's atmosphere. The Hubble telescope has captured some of the clearest images of distant nebulae, and stars. It has helped scientists discover the rate at which the universe is expanding, confirm the existence of black holes, and learn more about planets both within and outside our solar system. Hubble's discoveries have reshaped our understanding of space and continues to inspire new research. In 2003, NASA launched the Spitzer Space Telescope, named after Lyman Spitzer. This telescope, which worked in infrared light, was the first to detect light from an exoplanet. In addition to space telescopes, space missions have played a crucial role in expanding our knowledge of the solar system and beyond. One of the most significant missions was Voyager 1, launched by NASA in 1977. Voyager 1 traveled far beyond the outer planets, and in 2012, it became the first human-made object to enter interstellar space. As it journeyed through the solar system, it sent back valuable data about Jupiter, Saturn, and their moons. On the surface of planets, Mars rovers like Curiosity and Perseverance have also made major discoveries. Launched in 2011 and 2020, respectively, these rovers explored the Martian landscape, searching for signs of ancient life and studying the planet's climate and geology. Telescopes have come a long way, from simple lenses to advanced digital tools in space. Each improvement has helped us learn more about the universe. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Black holes are among the most mysterious and terrifying things in outer space. Black holes are regions in space where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. They form when massive stars collapse, compressing their entire mass into an unimaginably small and dense point called a singularity. This immense gravitational pull is a defining characteristic of a black hole. It creates an invisible boundary around it called the event horizon. The event horizon is often described as the point of no return. Once you cross it, there is no way out, no matter how fast you try to escape. But what happens if you were to fall into one? The experience would be unlike anything imaginable, governed by strange and extreme laws of physics. As you approach a black hole, the first thing you'd notice is a powerful gravitational pull. Near a black hole, gravity varies greatly depending on your distance from it. Imagine falling feet first towards the black hole. The gravitational pull on your feet would be far stronger than the pull on your head because your feet are closer to the black hole. This difference in force would begin to stretch your body, pulling you thinner and thinner until you are just a long stream of atoms. This process is called spaghettification. As you fall into the black hole, your experience of time may seem different to someone watching from a distance. To someone else, it would look like you're moving slower and slower as you get closer to the black hole's edge, and eventually, it will seem like you're frozen in place, never actually crossing it. This happens because the black hole's gravity slows down time near it. However, from your own perspective, time would feel completely normal. Once you cross the event horizon, escape becomes impossible. Not even light, which travels faster than anything else in the universe, can escape the black hole's gravity beyond this point. This is why black holes are black. They emit no light and are invisible. Scientists detect them by observing the black hole's effects on nearby stars and other objects. In the horizon leads to the singularity of the black hole, where all its mass is concentrated. At this point, the laws of physics as we know them break down. The singularity is a region of infinite density and zero volume, where the gravitational pull is so strong that it warps space and time infinitely. If you were to reach the singularity, you'd be compressed into an unimaginably small point, and your journey would end there. No one knows what would happen next. It is one of the biggest mysteries yet. Some theories suggest that black holes might not be the ultimate dead ends they appear to be. One idea is that black holes could act as portals or tunnels to other parts of the universe, often referred to as wormholes. However, there's no evidence to support this idea, and even if wormholes exist, it's unclear whether anything could survive the journey through them. Black holes remain among the most mysterious things to ever exist, and scientists are constantly learning new things about them. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Voyager 1 is one of the most remarkable spacecrafts ever built. It was launched on September 5, 1977 and was originally designed to explore the outer planets. But so far, Voyager 1 has crossed into interstellar space and traveled farther than any other human-made object. Voyager 1 was part of NASA's Voyager program, which aims to take advantage of a rare planetary alignment. This alignment allowed the spacecraft to visit multiple planets with the help of their gravity, saving time and fuel. Although Voyager 2 launched first, Voyager 1 followed a shorter path, allowing it to reach Jupiter and Saturn sooner. Voyager 1 provided images and data on Jupiter's moons, Saturn's rings, and discovered active volcanoes on Jupiter's moon Io. After completing its encounters with Jupiter and Saturn, NASA extended Voyager 1's mission. Instead of stopping at Saturn, the spacecraft was sent towards the edge of the solar system, aiming to explore the boundary between our solar system and interstellar space. Voyager 1 continued its journey through the outer solar system for decades. In August 2012, it officially became the first human-made object to enter interstellar space. This marked a significant milestone in space exploration. As of 2025, Voyager 1 is over 13.8 billion miles from Earth, traveling at about 38,000 miles per hour. It is deep in interstellar space, far beyond the reach of our Sun's magnetic field. Despite the immense distance, Voyager 1 continues to send information about its surroundings. However, due to the spacecraft's distance, signals take over 22 hours to reach Earth, and it is expected that by the mid-2030s, Voyager 1 will no longer have enough power to communicate with Earth. One of the most fascinating aspects of Voyager 1 is the Golden Record, a 12-inch, gold-plated copper disc designed as a message to any extraterrestrial life that might find the spacecraft. The record contains greetings in 55 languages, sounds of nature, and music from various cultures. It also includes 116 images showcasing life on Earth, from human activities to landscapes and animals. Voyager 1 is truly fascinating. Thank you for watching. Kangaroos are some of the most well-known animals in the world. They are native to Australia and are known for their special pouches on the female's belly where they carry and nurse their young. Their strong back legs allow them to hop quickly and cover long distances. Kangaroos also have big, strong tails that help them balance when they hop and stand. Their fur coats protect them from the hot Australian sun and keep them warm at night. Kangaroos eat plants such as grasses and leaves. Their special teeth and help them chew tough plants. They can go a long time without drinking water because they get most of the moisture they need from the plants they eat. Kangaroos are social animals and live in groups called mobs. Living in groups helps protect them from predators and makes it easier to find food and water. Usually a leader known as the alpha male who protects and guides the group. Kangaroos talk to each other using body language, sounds, and by thumping their tails on the ground to warn of danger. There are 4 species of kangaroos: the eastern grey kangaroo, western grey kangaroo, Ontario kangaroo, and the red kangaroo. The red kangaroo is the largest kangaroo species and the largest marsupial. Marsupials are mammals that carry their young in a pouch. Other marsupials include koalas, wombats, and wallabies. Kangaroos can run at speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour, making them one of the world's fastest animals. Horses are social animals that live in groups called herds. In the wild, a horse herd is led by a dominant mare, which is usually the oldest and most experienced female. The mare makes decisions for the group, such as where to find food and where to move for safety. Horses communicate with each other using body language, sounds, and facial expressions. For example, a horse that is relaxed will usually have its ears forward and its tail loose. Horses are herbivores, which means they eat plants. They consist of grass, but they also eat hay, grains, and vegetables. Wild horses graze for many hours each day, moving from place to place to find the best food. Proper nutrition is essential for a horse's health, helping them to stay strong and energetic. There are over 400 different types of horses. The Arabian horse is one of the oldest and most famous horse breeds. It has a distinctive head shape and high stamina, making it popular for long-distance riding and shows. The Clydesdale breed is famous for its large size and strength. Clydesdales were originally used for heavy farm work and pulling carts, but today they are often seen in parades and as show horses. Thoroughbreds are known for their speed and agility. They are most famous for horse racing and have been bred for competitive sports for many years. Horses have tough hooves that help them walk on various surfaces. They need regular hoof care to keep them healthy, which includes trimming and sometimes shoeing. Horses go through different stages of life from birth to old age. By the way, please like and subscribe for more educational videos. A baby horse is called a foal, and it relies on its mother for milk and protection. As the foal grows, it becomes a yearling and then a young adult called a filly or colt. By around 4 years old, horses reach adulthood and may begin their careers in work or sports. They can live for about 25 to 30 years, with some horses living even longer with good care. Tigers are the largest members of the cat family. They have stripes that are unique to each tiger, and their fur helps them blend into grasslands and forests, providing camouflage while hunting. Tigers prefer to live and hunt alone rather than in groups. They usually hunt by using their strong senses to spot prey. Tigers are carnivores, meaning they only eat meat. Hunt deer, wild boar, and buffalo, but will sometimes go after birds or monkeys. Tigers have a strong digestive system that allows them to eat almost every part of their prey, including bones and fur. There are 9 types of tigers, 3 of which are now extinct. The remaining 6 are the Bengal, Indo-Chinese, South China, Malayan, Siberian, and Sumatran tigers. Siberian tigers can sometimes measure up to 3 meters and weigh 300 kilograms. Tigers are an endangered species with only a tigers left. One of the main reasons for this is as forests are cut down for farming, logging, and building cities, tigers lose their homes. This makes it harder for them to find food and shelter. Another big problem is poaching. Poachers kill tigers and other animals to sell their body parts, which are used in traditional medicine and as luxury items. To help save tigers, you can spread awareness and donate to organizations that are working hard to protect them. Giraffes are known for being the tallest land animals. They are native to Africa and live in savannas, grasslands, and open forests. Giraffes are herbivores, meaning they eat plants. Their long necks help them reach leaves in high trees. Giraffes have a coat with brown patches separated by lighter lines. This pattern helps them blend into their surroundings and stay hidden from predators. Each giraffe has a slightly different pattern. Giraffes have horn-like structures on their heads. They are used during fights for dominance and for attracting mates. They have large eyes and excellent vision, which help them spot danger from far away. Giraffes have a long pregnancy of about 15 months. When calves are born, they are already standing and can walk within a few hours. Bats are night animals with wings that light through the dark and catch insects. They are the only mammals that can truly fly. Their wings are actually long fingers covered by a thin layer of skin. Bats sound because it makes it easier for them to take off into flight. A variety of food, including insects, nectar, birds, are about 1,400 of bats. Bats find their way and hunt in the dark using a special ability called echolocation. They make high-pitched sounds that bounce off objects like trees or insects. By listening to the returning echoes, bats can quickly tell the size, distance, and direction of things around them. This ability helps them hunt well and avoid obstacles in the dark. By the way, please like and subscribe to support this channel and see more educational videos. The Mexican free-tailed bat can fly at speeds of over 60 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest flying animals. The tiny bumblebee bat is the world's smallest mammal, weighing less than a penny. Bats also have long lifespans for their size, with some living over 30 years in the wild. Bats often live in large colonies as it provides protection from predators and helps care for their young more effectively. The vampire bat, found in South America, drinks the blood of mammals and birds, but doesn't usually attack humans. Unlike other bats, vampire bats can walk, run, and jump, which helps them sneak up on their prey. The fruit bat is the biggest bat species, with some having wingspans of up to 2 meters. These bats are important in their habitats because they help plants by spreading seeds and pollinating flowers. Mammals are animals covered in fur or hair, feed milk to their young, and are warm-blooded. Being warm-blooded means the temperature steady whether it is hot or cold outside. Mammals are one of the largest animal groups in the world, with over 5,000 different species. All mammals are vertebrates, meaning they have backbones or spines. Monkeys, apes, and humans belong to the group of primates. Primates are able to grasp with their hands and have thumbs and big toes with fingernails rather than claws. Koalas and kangaroos belong to the group of marsupials. These animals carry their young in their pouches until the young are able to fend for themselves. Kangaroos can run at speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour, making them one of the world's fastest animals. Lions, tigers, and wolves are part of the group of carnivores. Carnivores are animals that eat. They have sharp teeth and usually live in groups called packs or prides. Elephants, giraffes, and deer belong to the group of herbivores, meaning they only eat plants and leaves. Bears eat both meat and plants, making them omnivores. Mammals such as dolphins and whales belong to the group of cetaceans. Dolphins are very smart and live in groups called pods, and blue whales are known for being the largest species on Earth. Rodents are another with sharp front teeth that never stop growing. Mice, squirrels, and beavers are part of this group. They chew on nuts, seeds, and wood. There are over 1 million species of insects and are found everywhere in the world. But what are insects? Insects are small animals that have 3 body parts and 6 legs. Some insects, such as moths and flies, have wings. They have compound eyes which are made up of thousands of tiny lenses which together form a mosaic-like image. This type of vision is excellent for detecting movement, which helps insects avoid predators and catch prey. Some insects, like bees, can see ultraviolet light, which is invisible to humans. This ability helps them find flowers rich in nectar. Dragonflies have some of the most advanced compound eyes, which is crucial for their hunting skills. Night-flying insects such as moths have eyes adapted to low light conditions, allowing them to navigate in the dark. Insects have developed a wide range of strategies to survive in various environments. Camouflage is a popular way for animals to hide from predators. For example, stick insects look like twigs, and leaf insects resemble leaves. The deadleaf butterfly closes its wings to look like a dead leaf, but has many bright colors when the wings are open. Other butterflies may have big spots on their wings that look like eyes, which scares away predators who think they are being watched by a larger animal. Most bees are black and yellow, which warns the predator to stay away. Bees are important pollinators, meaning they help plants reproduce by transferring pollen from one flower to another. This process is essential for the growth of many fruits, vegetables, and flowers. Bees perform specific movements to inform others about the location of food sources. Bees, as well as ants, are social insects that live in large colonies. By the way, please subscribe to support this channel and for more videos. Ants are known for their impressive teamwork and communication skills. There are over 15,000 species of ants. They have 2 antennae located at the top of their heads. These are used for guidance and communication. Insects are fascinating and there is so much more to learn. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. If you look up at the night sky, you might see the moon. The moon is Earth's only natural satellite, meaning it orbits the Earth. It is made of rock and dust, and its surface is covered with craters. These craters are holes created by rock or space debris that have crashed into it over billions of years. The moon helps shape the life on Earth. One of its most important jobs is controlling the tides. Tides are the rise and fall of ocean water levels, and they happen because of the moon's gravitational pull. As the moon orbits the Earth, its gravity pulls on the oceans, causing the water to bulge out in the direction of the moon. The moon also helps to stabilize the Earth's tilt. The Earth is tilted at an angle as it orbits the sun, and this tilt is what gives us our seasons. The moon's gravity keeps this tilt steady, which means our seasons remain consistent every year. When we look up at the moon from Earth, it doesn't always look the same. These changes are called the phases of the moon, and they happen because of the way the moon orbits the Earth. As the moon moves around Earth, different parts of it are lit up by the sun. These phases repeat in a cycle that lasts about a month. One of the most amazing achievements in human history is the moon landing. On July 20th, 1969, astronauts Neil Armstrong and Aldrin became the first humans to walk on the moon. The moon is fascinating. Please subscribe for more educational videos. Thank you for watching.